Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be reacting to my first year university haul to go through and hopefully give you an idea of what you do and don't need to take to university. I've seen Eve Bennett and Lydia Violetta do these and I really like the idea, so I figured I would do mine too. Yeah, let's get on with the video. I don't think I've watched this video since I posted it, so this could be interesting. Oh, my laptop is on 8%. That's not helpful. Okay, so I've just moved over here so that I can put it on the screen so that you can see what I'm talking about. Okie dokie. Hopefully you can now see my screen on here. I didn't think it was true. I was surprised. There we go. First of all, how short is my hair? It's grown a lot since then. And it has, I mean, I still have the same amount of blonde in my hair there as I do now, but it's just very grown out. Can you see that? It's very grown out. I should probably just mention really quickly before we jump in that I'm in the UK, if you can't tell by my accent, so I'm in a UK university. I know things abroad and in America are very different. I lived in a studio apartment on my own. You may have seen, if you've watched my university vlogs, that I live alone in a studio flat, which has been amazing. Absolutely amazing. I loved every minute of it. So a lot of the stuff I obviously had to buy for a kitchen that maybe you would share with flatmates. So if you're going into a shared flat, there are things to bear in mind that you'll obviously get duplicates of pans and pots and toasters and things like that. But all of the stuff in here, obviously I was buying because I was living on my own. There we go. I think that's everything I needed to mention. Okay, let's jump in. Of bags I've got here and show you what I've got for university. Okay, cool. So the first main thing, it's quite big actually, a lot of this stuff is quite big. This is a anti-allergy 13.5 tog duvet. Pretty essential if you want to keep warm on a night. Duvets and pillows, all pretty essential if I'm honest, so there you go. I can already tell I'm gonna ramble so much. I hate it when I ramble, it's so annoying. These, so I have a spoon with holes in, a spoon without holes in, a spatula and a potato masher. Right, so I think I used the spoon a couple times. I never used the potato masher and I never used the spatula. These are again stuff that maybe you can put in a flat group chat and be like, who's gonna get these? Because I don't think we need 6 different spatulas, you know what I mean? It's definitely something to keep in mind to message the people that are going to be in your flat, because you don't want to be buying like 16 of the same thing. So yeah, I would still take them with me to uni because they are pretty essential, and if you find yourself needing one and you've not got one, it can be a bit of an issue, especially for me living on my own. Like if I didn't have a potato masher and I needed a potato masher, what would I do? Also from Morrison's I got a plastic measuring jug and a tin opener. Pretty essential. I did use the jug quite a few times. The tin opener, I think it's just me. I cannot open tins to save my life. That tin opener was particularly rubbish. I think it was about 50p. I think I've learned from this experience that I just need to make sure I buy tins with the peel back on them rather than having to use a tin opener. I did go to my friend in the neighbouring flat to me and was like, can I borrow your tin opener, just to see if it's me or if it's my tin opener so I can see if I can open it. And I could open it with hers, so I think it was just my tin opener that was a bit rubbish, so yeah. It's also a bottle opener. Next big thing in here is, oh, I'm gonna drop things. An iron. So never used this. I probably should have, but I never did, and I probably will. There were times where I could have been like, yeah, I should probably iron this, but I just never did. I never used the iron. It's still in its box. It's never been opened. I think some shared flats come with an iron. It differs a lot from accommodation to accommodation. Like mine provided me with an ironing board, but not an iron, so I bought an iron. I never used it, and the ironing board just stood against the wall for the whole year, but you know, whatever. I got some egg cups and an egg timer. I did use those. I used the egg cups because I like hard-boiled eggs. I like hard-boiled eggs. There we go. And the egg timer I never used because I know how long I need to put an egg in for it to be the right consistency for me. It's got to be 12 minutes. I just shoved it in the drawer and forgot it was there, so it would have probably come in handy because I do make hard-boiled eggs quite often, but it's in there now. I know how long to set the timer for. Next few bits are kind of like decorative bits for my room. I got this giraffe a while ago. I love that giraffe. I think it's in the loft currently with all my other uni stuff because I'm back home, obviously, given the current global pandemic. That giraffe lived on the top of my bed the whole year and it was very nice. I got complimented on the giraffe multiple times. It's kind of just been living in my room, but I got it from Primark and it was £6. It's like a metal ornament giraffe thing. So I got these like La Florentina soaps. They smell incredible, and I had one in my bathroom and one on my kitchen side, and it did just make everything smell so much nicer. They're very nice soaps. I also got an 18th birthday mug. Okay, so I had about 8 mugs for a studio flat. There was no need for me to take that many mugs, and I bought more mugs when I was there, which was a stupid thing to do. So you don't need that many mugs. Probably take 2, because especially if you're in a shared flat and you have more than one friend over, you can always ask a flatmate if you can borrow their mugs, because everyone's going to bring mugs and there's going to be so many mugs. I should have probably just taken 1 mug, but I did end up taking about 8, so I'm not going to take that many in September. So nice. I got these as a bridesmaid's present for my brother's wedding. They are some neon candles. So we can't, well, when I moved in, we couldn't burn candles, but throughout the year we found out that we could. So I never actually lit the candles, but they still smell very nice. I have one on my bedside table now, and I think the other one is up in the loft. But now I know that I probably can get away with lighting the candles. I'll just have to be very, very careful with lighting the candles, but everyone I know that lived in my accommodation did it, so I think I probably could. But again, it's personal preference whether you want to light the candle and set the accommodation on fire or not. Another mug, I have this, like, too many mugs. I never put that hanging heart thing anywhere. I just couldn't find anywhere to put it, so it lived in a drawer for the whole year. Again with the mugs, way too many. Metal ornament heart. I got that for my birthday. I got this off my friend for my birthday. It's like, this was cute actually. My friend got me it for my birthday, and I put a Polaroid in it and it hung. I think I just put it on my English would be helpful. I put it on my windowsill. Cute, you know, a little decorative thing. Oh, hello. Have you come to join me? I don't know. You can see the cattail. What are you gonna do? Do you wanna go sit on the bed? What? What are you doing? Is it, should I, what do you want? What? Do you want cuddles? Please ignore the brief intermission for kitten cuddles. I'll carry on if you're just going to sit there and chill out, yeah? Alright. And I also have a fridge magnet of me and my mum. Okay, so in my accommodation, the fridge was like, it was in an in-cupboard fridge, you know, the ones where you open it, it looks like a cupboard but you open it, it's a fridge. So the like door of that wasn't actually magnetic, but a section of metal surrounding my microwave oven, that was magnetic, so that's where that lived. It didn't live on the fridge, but it still lived in the kitchen. 2 sets of cutlery here. Obviously cutlery is very helpful. I use cutlery on a daily basis, so it's kind of an essential. This is what they look like. If I was to have people over, or if my like family was to come up for tea and stay the night or whatever, then I have an extra set. And as past Lauren will find out, you become very lazy and don't wash up, so it's just helpful to have an extra set of cutlery so that you don't have to do the washing up. Okay. Oh, these 2 were also from my brother and sister-in-law, and I think, if I'm right, these have been passed down through many, many, many university students. Those bowls we use on a daily basis. I say bowls, they're actually plates, but they're curved and look like a bowl. It's a debate, that one, isn't it, really? Yeah, I use these every day. It's pretty essential to have some plates and some bowls. Yeah, so these are, oh, it's so loud. 2 bowl plate kind of things. I never really know what to call these because they're plates, but they're not bowls, but they look like bowls, but they're not plates. See, that's the debate. Another one that I got for my birthday, it's another set of like plates and a bowl. Also, again, very helpful to have multiple, because you will become lazy and will not want to do the washing up. Also, if you have friends over, which I did, and I did end up using them, so yeah, have plates and bowls.
My birthday from my friend Amelia. She got me a like jewellery tree kind of thing.
That stayed on my desk and I used it for my jewellery. I also put my like flat keys in there so that they were always there, so I knew where they were when I was leaving. I also put like change in there. Yeah, helpful. It was a helpful little thing, that.
Oliver bonus. It's adorable. Also from my brother and sister-in-law.
Mugs! More mugs.
This stand to hang.
I never used that. When it came to unpacking my uni room, I just realised that there was not enough space, so it lived on the top of my kitchen cupboard. Yeah.
This is going to be hard to order. Have a toaster.
Actually, I think I used this toaster maybe once or twice. Other than that, it lived just on the top of my kitchen cupboard, so this is again dependent. If you're living in a studio flat, obviously get yourself a toaster, because there will come a point where you can't be bothered to cook and you just want beans on toast. However, if you're in a shared flat, again, big tip, just talk to your flatmates about it, because I'm sure someone might already have one or be planning on buying one or have like a hand-me-down, so you might not need to buy one. I'm getting pins and needles in my legs.
I've got crumbs all over my bed. They also got me a toasty maker, which I am so excited for.
I lived off toasties. Cheese and ham toasties, literally an everyday occurrence, so if you want to get yourself a toasty maker, it's by far a great decision.
I also have this massive mirror.
I used that mirror, I put it on my desk and I used it to do my makeup in pretty much all the time.
So, starting off in this bag, we have a plastic mixing bowl.
I'm not too sure where that went. I really can't put... Where did I put that? Yeah, that's baffled me. Basically, whenever I needed a mixing bowl, I ended up just using my colander because I couldn't find the mixing bowl. I was so certain, well, clearly this has just settled my debate in my head. I definitely bought one, I just don't know where it went. No idea, because I did not use that. I don't even think that came to uni with me, but I needed it. So, I'm not too sure how to go about that. I'm a bit confused. I don't understand. Where did it go? I'm so confused. But anyway, mixing bowls are helpful. I needed it, I bought one, don't know where it went.
This is from Wilco.
That's really confused me.
That'll come in handy, I'm sure. We also got a pack of like Tupperware.
Very helpful. I used those to make like salads and take them to uni. I also used one of the smaller ones to put in washing powder to take it downstairs to the washing machines, rather than carting around a big box of washing powder.
You can make dinners and keep them for the next day and stuff like that. I
That's
got
what
a
I
pack
did.
of 3 scissors.
I used the scissors. I mean, I got a pack of 3 and I only used 1, but I used the scissors, they're helpful. Wooden spoons, also helpful. I used them more than I did the plastic spoons at the beginning.
Okay. I got a like egg slicer.
Never used that the whole time I was there. Again, similarly to the egg timer, it just lived in the drawer and I never used it, so I wouldn't take that again.
The stuff that I got from John L. Mill was some brushed cotton pillowcases,
That bedding,
a brushed cotton sheet,
the comfiest bedding ever. So soft, so comfy bedding. Splash out on a nice set of bedding because it's worth it. You're going to spend most of your time in bed. It's helpful.
I then have this, which is a cutlery drainer holder.
This seemed like a good idea at first, but the cutlery just falls out of it. I used it as a cutlery holder rather than a drainer. But yeah, they would keep falling out of the sides and it wasn't very helpful. So just a normal pot to keep cutlery in. Most people put cutlery in a drawer. I did not, because I used the drawer in my kitchen to store all the random stuff. So I just put my cutlery in a pot and that worked fine.
I also picked up a bunch of pint glasses. I got 4 because you never know if one might smash. And then
Pint glasses, helpful. Or glasses in general. If you have friends over, it's always helpful to have more than just one. I did circulate just one glass and kept washing it because I literally just drank out of the same glass, washed it, drank out the same glass, washed it, because I never put it back in the cupboard. But it's helpful to have other glasses, obviously, for when people come over. I want like a glass of water or juice or a drink.
I also got myself a lamp.
That lamp stayed in that wrapping paper and lived on top of my wardrobe until about January. I didn't get a lamp bulb for it. It took me until about January to think, oh, I could probably do with another light in here, and then I went and bought a lamp bulb. A lamp bulb? A light bulb. What? My brain is not working today.
Drainer.
This, I mean, it was helpful, but at the same time I just didn't really have much room for a drainer in my kitchen, and again it really is dependent on whether or not you're having a studio or a shared flat. So if you're having a shared flat, it's not something to worry about.
Got this little like shower caddy thing.
I used that in my shower to put my shampoos and conditioners and body washes in. Helpful.
I got a colander so that I can drain like vegetables.
I also used it as a mixing bowl because I didn't know where mine went.
I also got 2 bins.
Yes, I used bins. I put one in my bathroom and one under my desk in my living room. My kitchen area came with a bin of itself for obviously all the kitchen stuff, so yeah.
This is literally the coziest thing ever. I got a bath mat.
Helpful if you've got an ensuite bathroom. I used this. It filled out like pretty much the entirety of my bathroom floor because it was quite small, so I didn't need like a toilet one. I just needed a bath mat, and it was helpful and very nice to step out of the shower onto.
So I got 2 like hand/head towels that are a light grey, and then I got 2 body towels that are a dark grey.
Helpful to have different sets of towels also, so that then you don't have to wash them all the time. You can kind of alternate between them, because washing things at university is quite expensive. So yeah, I'd recommend getting quite a few towels. Yeah, hand towels, head towels, body towels, all of the above.
Got a 2-pack of extension cables.
I never used those. I only used one of those. I put one on my bedside table so that I could plug in like my lamp and my phone charger and my laptop charger. But that was it. I didn't need any other. I didn't need a second one, so probably just one. I'd recommend getting just one.
Got a like utensil pot thing.
Helpful. That's what I put all my spatula and potato masher in.
I got these 3 like heat. You put the pot on it and it stops it from burning.
I used those. They were helpful. I was so scared of burning the top of my kitchen and then not being able to get my deposit back, so yeah, those were helpful.
I got 2 packs of 10 hangers because
yeah, hangers were essential. I have way too many clothes. They're also very helpful. Hangers are definitely a necessity, and I don't think uni rooms provide them, so yeah, they're very helpful.
I'm gonna be hanging stuff up. Cheese grater because I flipping love cheese.
This one was a bit of an odd cheese grater. I probably didn't, it was one of the ones where you grate the cheese and it goes into the bottom of the cheese grater like a pot. I could have just got like a handheld cheese grater.
And I got a pizza cutter that
I never used that pizza cutter. It lived in my drawer with the egg cutter and the egg timer, so this depends on whether or not you're going to eat a lot of pizza. I thought I would, but I never used it, so who knows, but yeah.
I also got 2 chopping boards. Well, it's a pack of 2. There's like a bluey green.
I used those. I made sure I kept one for obviously meat and one for like vegetables. I probably didn't need them that big. If they did a smaller size, I would probably get that because you are literally just cooking for yourself. But chopping boards are also very, very helpful.
The best part of the whole IKEA haul is obviously the plants, because you cannot go to IKEA and not buy any plants. These are 2.
Them hanging plants really helped make my room feel like home. I had one hanging off the side of my wardrobe and one coming down the side of my kitchen cupboard. I could have easily bought about 15 of these to put in my room, but you know, I didn't. I just got 2 instead.
Okay, so these are the last 3 things that I bought yesterday. I got a wash basket with...
So this wash basket actually ended up staying at home because our wash basket at home broke, so I just let my mum have this one. And I bought another one when I got up there. I went to Primark and bought one of the like collapsible ones. So yeah, a wash basket is pretty essential if you want to do your washing and keep it all in one place. Very, very helpful.
I also got a bedside table. Again, I shall put pictures on the screen of what this is meant to look like when it's
So I bought a bedside table because I'd been to see my university room already and I didn't have a bedside table in my uni room. I had like shelves just above my bed, but like that wasn't enough for me storage wise, so I bought another bedside table. But most uni rooms I think maybe come with a bedside table or storage in the bed for you to use, so it's up to you if you want to buy one. I did because I knew that that space was needed, so yeah.
And obviously, as you can see behind me, I got a clothes area, so that
I did use this because as I've mentioned, washing and drying clothes at uni is a bit expensive. I think it was something like £3.50 to wash your clothes and £1.50 to dry your clothes. So for me, I just washed my clothes and then hung them on the air like that. Unless it was like bedding, in that case I did just dry it as well. But airers are definitely helpful. When you've got freshly washed clothes on an airer in your bedroom, it does make it smell nice. That's it. That's everything that was in my first year uni haul. Yeah. I think I know now what I don't need to take, or what I probably will take but could just live in a cupboard again. I kind of wish these videos were about when I was doing my uni shopping, because I would have had a vague idea as to what I didn't really need to take with me. But you know, it's all a learning experience, so maybe you'll take something that you thought you would have definitely needed and didn't use at all. So yeah. Hopefully this has helped you and you'll get a vague idea of what you do and don't need to take to university. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give a thumbs up and subscribe whilst you were down there, and I'll see you super soon with another video. Yeah, peace out, thanks a bunch, stay safe, goodbye.